Hello. I have a journal for you, of course. It's a little bit older. It's from June 14th of 2010. Second one of that day, Mayan day, was 6 rainstorm. You know, it's pretty strange looking at something that was only last month. Today is July 12th, I think, or 11th or something. And feeling like it's so much older. Time is really getting all bent out of shape, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Let's play with perspective here. In a recent journal, I introduced the idea that it is quite possible that those who follow us, those for whom we are the way showers initially, for whom we laid the groundwork, are neither younger nor lesser in attainment, experience, knowledge, or in any way at all. It is entirely possible, and often happens, that these are the more advanced ones, rather than less. Now, I know this might be a bit hard to swallow for some. Well, guess what? You're in your head. It's only head that clings to such things as this lesser and better, such stuff. That's not you. So, center down, back in heart, to continue. There are those whose karma, whose job it is not to come in and clear things up, set things straight, and help folks find their feet, find their heart. We've many light workers who, quite unintentionally and even unaware consciously, are thinking themselves better than others. Is that you? If you're in heart, then you'll know. If you can let go of the resistance, the ego, the mind, then you'll hear truth more often, my friends. You'll recognize it. Until that time, you'll fool yourself. It can't be helped. You've made the choice to not see clearly quite yet. You may be ready or not. It's for you to say. So, are we centered then? Mind wants to see all things as linear. That makes them understandable, graspable by mind. Do you see? Thus, we've long lived in the midst of better and worse, good and evil, right and wrong, yes and no, hot and cold, and all the rest. It's both linear and polarized, and it's been pretty handy. There's nothing wrong with that. When you turn on the tap, it's nice to have control over the temp of the water. It served its purpose quite well, has it not? Has it not brought us to where we are now? Well, I, for one, offer thanks for it, for it's been useful. We've taken our places down through our various lifetimes, including this one, usually at one end or the other of the various polarities. We've pretty much tried them all on, you know. That's what it was for. We were meant to do that, don't you see? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that right now we're meant to come to center, to the balance and the equipoise that's to be found in the middle, so to speak. This is not to mince words and refuse to come out and speak or make choices. That's mind again, friends. I'd not listen to that. So, back in heart. The point of equipoise is perhaps not precisely in the middle after all, for it's also above in perspective. It's quite above the fray. It's not even tempted or pulled into any of that anymore, though it still sees it. all taste for polarizing has quite gone out of you when you find this point or this space. Again, words don't convey, so be in heart. What we find from this higher perspective is that our whole notion or way of viewing things, well, it wasn't quite right. It was right enough for where we were, but its faults and its lackings become so visible now. We're like the eagle, whose higher vantage point simply makes the whole territory appear in quite another perspective entirely. And that's just a beginning of this. So, we're not doing any major exercise here. We're just scratching the surface. But still, I ask you to so surrender the way that you've thought, and all thought for the moment, and consider, could it be that those who come after you are actually higher ones, dear, in their awareness, attainment, and ability to lead? Well, could this be? Do consider then. They had not the karma to be down in the trenches with us, in the midst of the fray. It wasn't necessary for them. They had not the need. Do you see? This is very good. I feel a good number of you just now separating out from old ways of perceiving. As you entertain this concept, it has the power to free you from much that holds you down in the mind's ways and means. I feel you like big balloons taking off, gaining altitude, setting free, rising above, having a new look. Congratulations, and welcome home to your vision. Your higher self's vision, maybe. I think I will just leave you there. You don't need me chattering at you at this point. Have a nice ride. Enjoy the scenery. Explore the perspective. Leave mine behind, though. Stay in heart. And P.S. Young ones, don't get a swelled head over this. That's no part of light. You be in heart. Bye-bye.